here, okay? What do you want from us? How much more do you want from me? And we're back.
Hello, girls. We're back.
And we're back. We're back. And we're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Cha-cha-cha.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Taylor.
And Toya.
This is the Heaux Bag. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite streaming platform and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at _Heaux Bag. That's _HEAUXBAG. Keep up with our shenanigans. Bye.
Bye. And we're back. We got the hoe with the white toes. If my feet are ashy and I got a little corn on the side, y'all, that's from me having to work for the man. That's where that come from. Corns come from the man.
Or them damn shoes.
Which were made by the man.
Pay attention, I was playing.
Pay attention. Goddamn. Anywho, if you guys weren't here, I was talking about the fact that I really believe in my past life, I was like a real one. Not like a real N-word. And I can't say N-word until after we pass 5 minutes. But I believe that in my past life, I was a street N-word.
Yeah.
And when street, I don't mean I worked the corner. I mean,
No.
corner boys were working for me. And I was like on stage performing, kind of like a Jeezy. Except I would never marry an Asian woman. Nothing against Asian people at all. But anywho.
Toya, everybody.
All right, so we're back. If you guys don't know, Taylor's not here, but we do have Delicia. Delicia, please, again, for the people, introduce yourself.
Absolutely. Delicia E photo, Delicia.e.photos, Delicia.e_ photographer here in Houston. I also work in the entertainment space with Entertainment Connect, and I'm also in the tech space for my day job, in the Salesforce space. So,
Are you allowed to name drop?
For what?
Are you allowed to name drop? Can you pop your S word on this platform and tell people who you've worked with in the past, or no? A little razzle dazzle or no?
Soon come.
Just know that my friend be popping her stuff.
Soon come.
You know what? I will say this. My friends really don't pop their stuff like they should, and I be the hype man.
Yeah, you are. You are. Because you are definitely that person, and I always appreciate you for that. I just want to put that on record.
She'll like, I'm talking about it be something so huge, and she'll just drop it on her page, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Pop your shit.
I mean, I can pop a shit about being able to do something in the community, like actually doing something to help other people. So like using my skill set to get other people together. Like I'm doing a headshot event soon, and
actually drop the details on. Yeah, just drop the details.
It's going to be June 4th. I'm going to be doing a headshot event for people here in the Houston area. And along with the headshot event, I wanted to bring in other individuals that are in HR so that they can.
What I will say is a part of that, I'm going to help do resumes as well as certified steppers. KP is also helping with that. So networking is huge, man.
Yes, it is. And I've been wanting to do this for a really long time. And this is in partnership with my girlfriend, Brianna. It's for her nonprofit, Inspire, Empire, and Grow. And it's just a nice way to kind of get people together. They get updated headshots because, I mean, we've been at home, pandemic. People work remote. They didn't have the opportunity to update
We've
their
been
profiles.
eating snacks. All we need is the neck up at this point.
Exactly.
The neck up.
So because of that, I was like, let me just do something for everybody, and then also give them something too that they could walk away with, like more confidence, like an updated resume. That shit is hard to update a resume, and then also
can I say something about resumes real quick, y'all? Because I am a recruiter now. Whatever job you're applying for, all a recruiter needs to see is the last 3 places you've worked and make your experience relevant to the job that you're applying for.
Right.
If I am recruiting for a nurse, why in the hell do I need to know that you worked at Hooters? In 2007.
Not you over there picking up chicken for the bag, sis.
Why would that influence, if anything, and this is honestly speaking, that would influence me to not hire you because what the fuck were you thinking when you... At this point, it does speak to the recruiters as you really didn't care about the job that you're applying for because you didn't put forth any effort in your resume.
So you know what? These are some really good nuggets that I definitely can't wait to see what else you have to say to them on June 4th because, hey, but that's me in a nutshell.
Spelling things right.
A little bit of everything.
Anywho, because I done went through resumes like, are you freaking kidding? I went through, and you know what? I love my people. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. If I see Lakeisha, Latricia, Patricia, Constita Johnson, ring, ring, ring. Hey, Lakeisha, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. Can you please? And I'm gonna actually tell you what to do with your resume.
That's nice.
I ain't gonna redo your resume, but I'm gonna tell you, hey, Lakeisha, girl.
That's nice.
And if Lakeisha answer the phone and say, well, hold on, I ain't gonna do that. But if Lakeisha says, girl, I didn't know, thank you so much, and she updates it, I'm gonna tell her to send it right back to me, and I'm gonna send it straight to the hiring manager so you can get a job, Lakeisha. But this is how you get the job.
That's nice.
Anywho, first 5 minutes is gone. Now I can cuss. What is that black thing on stage, Toya? Well, it's a candle. And the candle is from Cruise Season. We were recently on an episode with them and we saw this and I was just like, oh my God, this is so freaking cool. If you guys don't know who they are, they're four upstanding black men that have a podcast that I will say, and this is what I get from them. I know there's a lot of women that talk down on Kevin Samuels. I would never talk down on Kevin Samuels. What I would say is that he's a little harsh with his delivery. Yeah. But the message still applies.
Right.
And if it doesn't apply, let it fly.
Right.
But these four men, they have, I know for a fact 2 out of 4 are married. 1 is single. I don't know about the other one because I didn't get a chance to meet him. But I think it's great to have a podcast with different perspectives from that angle. Yep. Because if I have 4 married men that are talking to women that are still in this day and age dating, I probably wouldn't take your advice because I get it. But I don't get it because you're not understanding what this dating era is like.
This climate is.
I'm sorry. I think they are selling these candles. They smell so good. Like they smell really, really good. So I wanted to showcase you guys today because we just wanted to show we are so appreciative of you guys allowing 2 black women. I think we're the first women that you allowed to come on your platform and do an actual episode with you guys. So thank you. Thank you. The title of this episode is Laugh to Keep from Crying. And this episode came from me because I'm always scrolling on Twitter. And in Twitter news, comedian DeRay and DJ Ghost shared their first time experience. And by first time, we mean sex. And, I'm going to play it.
Thought I wasn't being parented correctly. Slightly tried to take advantage of me. And not slightly, have taken advantage of me.
But you lost your virginity to 2 30-year-olds?
Yeah.
At the same time?
Yeah, 2 ugly, horrible looking women.
And you were?
What was I?
You were how old?
11.
11.
Going to 12, I had no hair on me.
Right.
I remember not having, and it was disgusting. And to this day, it's difficult for women to get me to go down. It's difficult. The girls that have had it, you're welcome. But it's hard. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to go down, man, because I remember what it was like down there. It was like a scary jungle. It was a terrible place to be. It was a terrible place to be, and they were like taking turns. I was just happy to be up. And it made my Kool-Aid taste different for a long time.
Yeah. My first thing that I wanted to talk about is what is so funny about traumatic experiences. And I don't want to make a long think piece and dissect everything. But however, when I watched this, because I will definitely actually post the video, he was smiling, but he wasn't laughing when he was talking about it.
Right.
And everybody, like the dude just from rip started laughing. And I'm like, Do you hear what this man is saying?
Yeah.
Like, again, let's take DeRay out of the seat and put a woman in the seat, because men we love to do that and say, well, if it was a woman that did this or if it was a man, so then let's do it. Imagine a woman sitting there saying, yeah, I remember my first time, I was 11 and it was a sad experience because I had to go down. It was like a scary jungle. Imagine.
Yeah.
It would not have gone down like that.
No. Mm-mm.
What the hell is so funny about traumatic
I would have been
experiences?
in tears if somebody was laughing at me as I'm expressing something like that to them. But I had this conversation with someone a long time ago about men and their emotions and how they sometimes don't know what to do with it, or if so another man is expressing it to them, that because of that, they laugh because they don't know what to do with what's being
Laugh
told to
to
them.
keep from crying.
So literally they laugh to keep from crying. They laugh to keep from having to actually feel like
To feel.
So it's just like, it's almost like a defense mechanism. Like he what that man is saying is not right. That man he was raped.
He was raped.
By 2 women, and they're calling it a loss of virginity, and that's not what it is.
And he was 11.
11 years old, 2 grown ass women, just like the other guy. DJ Go, like, that is a very, very freaking sad situation. And for you as a grown ass person to be doing that to a child, whether you're a man or a woman, does not matter.
So since we're on that, let me play the
weird.
next person.
Sitting right there on the bed, she like, come here. So I'm sitting right there, I'm like, what's up? Even though I didn't want to say, like, this weird as fuck, what is he doing? Because now my dick is soft in the motherfucker. I'm scared at this point, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is she doing? Why am I sitting on this bed with her asshole naked? You know what I'm saying? This lady is probably like 30 years old. I'm 12 years old at this point. So she asked me, oh, you got a girlfriend, and have you ever had sex before, and do you tell people a lot of stuff? So the whole time I'm like, no, I don't have no girlfriend, which I don't know. I don't have sex, which I don't. And as far as me telling people what, my answer is just no. And so when I'm talking to her, she pulls down my pants, no bullshit. I cannot make this shit up. She pulls down my pants, turn around, put my hands on her ass, sit down on my lap, all right? When she sit down on my lap, she probably move around a little bit for like 5 seconds. My dick hard than a motherfucker. She get on her knees and start sucking my dick. Now my mind is just racing like a motherfucker. Even though I'm letting her do it, I'm scared than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, this mama, I'm a homegirl. I'm not knowing what's going on still. You know what I mean? She lay me down on the bed, then get on top of me, fucking me. Now she moaning. Now my mind's like, this is like the movies. I'm a grown man now. You know what I'm saying? I'm 12 years old. I'm like, this is a grown woman. I'm fucking a grown woman. And I'm so much into the moment, I'm not even realizing like this lady's taking my virginity. That's not even on my mind at this point. I'm not realizing that I'm being raped. That's not on my mind at this point. The only thing I'm concerned about is what the fuck am I doing right here? Like, am I going to get in trouble for this shit? Is her husband going to come home and beat my ass? Because he can do it with one hand at this point. I was a little nigga, a little skinny nigga. I was a little nigga, you know what I'm saying? So, when she finished, when I finished at this time, I bust a nut. She get up, she give me a kiss, tell me not to tell nobody. I'm scared as fuck. I go in the room, I start crying. All night, all morning, I'm crying like, man, I couldn't even sleep. You know what I'm saying? So when I do end up falling asleep, probably around 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, we wake up around 9-something. Now at this point, she waking up with her husband there. Then she calls me in there to get something to eat while this nigga is at the motherfucking table talking to me like ain't nothing.
Yeah, so there's that. Imagine your wife just raped a 12-year-old little boy, and you sitting at the breakfast table with her eating and sunning him and kissing your wife in the mouth, and she just topped off this 12-year-old little boy. And he's scared as hell that you not finna knock his ass out because your wife just, and the most messed up part about it, because I can speak as a young girl, right? Who's gonna believe you? You're a 12, 11-year-old child. A grown person with a grown mind can easily turn that around and be like, what?
Yeah.
Baby, don't listen to him. He don't even know what he's talking about. His yada, 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 so on and so forth. To where you know good and damn well you just got your little 3-inch penis sucked by this grown-ass woman. And if you try to tell on her, she gonna flip it around to make you look like you crazy. And now your family's gonna shun you. Your friends are gonna shun you. And if anything, you know what your friends gonna say? Oh, man, you tripping. If it would have been me, I'd have never told her. I'd have been in that pussy like this. No, you wouldn't. Because you 10. You don't even know what a pussy is.
Yeah. It absolutely would have went that way. And I think that's the silencing of people's traumas is so real. Like,
the silencing of the trauma. That should be a book.
Yeah.
That's a good ass book name.
Like they
don't y'all take my shit. I'm about to trademark it tomorrow.
Trademark it by Toya. Added by me. Just kidding. But I think the thing about it is like you as a child. I read a book, and it talked about how you beat a child, but then you tell them that they're loved. But then at the same time, it's like, how can you expect that
it's gonna hurt you more than this gonna hurt me more than it hurts you?
But then it's like at the same time, you're also telling this child to silence themselves when they're experiencing something that's not love, that it's not true, that it's not
They're
real.
Equating the pain to love.
Yep. So now you have these children growing up with all these experiences that are not supposed to be happening to them by grown ass people who know better. And then you have these and don't make it worse that we're talking about men at this point, little boys. And I don't know everything, right? But I will say that sometimes I can see a trend when there's a lack of a man in a household, and the things that happen to the children going forward in life. You have men who don't know how to talk to each other. You have men who don't know how to express themselves. And we go into this thing talking about lack of safe spaces. How do we even know what that looks like? Who protects these men? Because at this point,
where's the example?
Where's the example? But there's no protection for them. In this case, that boy has no protection.
You're absolutely correct.
A woman was supposed to protect him, but a woman has just degraded him.
Or anybody.
Anybody
was supposed to protect him.
So we have these guys are growing up. I think it was P.D. Pablo. He also talked about his experience as well.
Like a helicopter.
But guess what? The lady told him if he told, the devil was going to get him.
Wait. Brent, spin it back. We don't know what you're talking about.
The same experience DJ Ghost and comedian DeRay had, P.D. Pablo had the same thing.
Elaborate.
Because I was scrolling through Twitter too, getting prepared because I'm with Twitter Toya here. So I had to make sure I came with the receipts, y'all. Okay. But anyway, I was watching another clip. P.D. Pablo talked about his same experience with somebody raping him and at a young age. And she told him, if you told, the devil's gonna come and get you and stab you in the heart with a pitchfork.
Not using Christianity against him.
Used it, and the lady knew how afraid
not what
he
white
was.
people been doing for us for years. My bad.
She knew how afraid he was of the devil, and she used that against him for his silence. And then he grew up. He said he was afraid. He was a soft kid, but then he got tired of being soft. Then he turned into a bully. Then he turned into bringing guns to school and knives to school. And he turned into, this person that was at the end of the day was just hurt and had nowhere to go, no safe space, and was told that his silence was going to kill him. No, if he spoke and did not stay silent, something that he was afraid of was going to kill him. Imagine.
Wow.
That is sad.
Men's lack of safe spaces. It really, you know what? I just saw something the other day, and I didn't even correlate it to this until now, but it was a tweet that was along the lines of men's banter when it comes to like ranking each other. Yeah. That shit's usually funny, right? Yeah. But something can really happen to a man that's so traumatic. Yep. But their friends, not saying you guys are not good friends, because you guys have been friends for years. Yeah. We see that. Yeah. But imagine a man that almost dies from a house fire because he left some ramen noodles on the stove and he fell asleep. His friend will save his ass from ninth grade as toot toot whistle or fire alarm or some stupid shit, right? But it was so traumatic to him, but his friends will laugh and make a joke of it. So now, instead of being looked at as you pussy ass boy, or you, man, we just playing, you fuck ass nigga. Because you know that's how hard you guys talk to each other. But that was really a traumatic event for him. He was scared for him. I'm fighting for my freaking life. But I got to come off kind of as hard or whatever for my homeboys because if not, man, once again, everybody correlates everything as you gay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is gay? I'm sorry, and we're not going to go nowhere further than this. But is gay equating to being soft, equating to being feminine?
Yeah.
Because now if everybody, I'm not even going to go there, but I could go there, but I'm not.
Yeah.
But that's messed up. Like,
again,
now we got to laugh to keep from crying.
Yeah. Because think about it. How often have you experienced a child from the age of 1 to 5, a little boy at that, really learning how to deal with his emotions? I've seen it in my just life, a little boy being, don't do that, that's for girls. Don't cry. Suck it up. Let's go. You a man.
Or even something, let's go to creative spaces. Paint. Little nigga, go get you a football. Go get you a basketball.
Dance.
What? Dance? Hold on. I know that ain't who I think it is because I be wanting to say that to niggas now. Not your TikToking ass. Because a whole lot of thug ass TikTokers.
They like, you can't hold that against me. That was what the trend was.
No, sir.
I was doing what the people were doing. I was doing what the young
Do y'all
people
remember? Doom. Remember the black, what was it? What was that black something song? And everybody had to stand still like a mannequin for a little while.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to pull y'all receipts in a little bit. Black Beatles. I'm going to pull y'all receipts in a little bit. Because a lot of y'all was like this.
Yep.
With a hot dog right here. I'm gonna pull y'all receipts a little bit.
Hey, but they gonna say I was doing what the people, young kid was doing. It was trendy.
Y'all are wearing Daisy Dukes and calling it Hoochie Daddy.
Hoochie Daddy. See,
but remember, look, let me say something. I like it. I do like Hoochie Daddies. However, the point that I'm making here is, let's not dibble dabble and pick and choose about what's feminine for men and what's masculine for men, because a man will use a piece of an argument like, man, pussy ass hoe ass nigga. You can't sit here and be talking about your feelings. We a man. Get your hoe ass up, nigga.
Yep.
But then we'll use that same energy to talk about why y'all bitches and hoes don't never let a nigga come and express theyself.
And you know what I tell them to that?
Because it's not masculine. That's what you said to your homeboy.
You know what I would add to that is
don't use that against me, y'all.
What I would add to that is that, because guess what? When I grew up in my household, I was seeing a man tell a man the same thing. I was not experiencing or seeing a boy or whomever just be able to be in his feelings and have emotions and so on and so forth. That's a common thread. So as a people, we are consciously being told not to let men hold their experiences express their emotions and be able to elaborate on their experiences, whatever case may be. But now that we're in 2021, 2022,
we're saying pro therapy and so on and so forth.
Pro therapy and pro whatever. But guess what? Y'all are afraid of a genuine person, or somebody told me this story about a sticking or something, and men,
about a what?
A stick. And he told his wife the stick will kill me if you break it or put it in the ground. They got mad. She got mad at him one day. She put it in the ground. He said, I lied. I just wanted to see what you would do with something that you told me.
Not you step on a crack, you break your mama's bag.
Something like that.
You know how many cracks I done stepped on? My mama's bag still ain't broke, y'all. I'm just kidding.
That's for the kids. But but outside of that, it's just like, at the end of the day, like, people have to understand, men you try to say I can't be vulnerable with a woman because she uses it against me when y'all been using things against us forever. The thing about it is you can't dish what you can't handle what you dish out. Not all the time, but y'all gotta understand being vulnerable with somebody is also accepting your truth and knowing that nobody can do anything with your truth.
Absolutely.
That's the point of it. So you can't
You
tell
hold
me
all
about
the power
myself.
of your truth.
You can't tell me about myself. If I choose to tell you, I'm comfortable telling it to you because I'm already accepting what I'm coming out of my mouth. Now,
Right.
if you choose to say that, use it against me, that's a play on you, but that's not a play on everybody.
It's not.
Vulnerability is a hard thing to deal with. Yes, it is. Finding a safe space should not be that hard or difficult for no human, man or woman. But I know and I see the trend as to why it is difficult for men to have a safe space. It is valid. I see it. We see it all the time. But, hey.
You know what? So kind of going into the next thing of men associating the loss of virginity as a W, even if it's traumatizing, once again, is going back to their homeboys, because there is a different communication type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
If a man came to me and you,
Yep.
and maybe because we're sensible a little bit, we're logical, and they were like, man, I just fucked this fine asshole, right?
Mm-hmm.
We may or may not at 11 be like, oh, for real? Tell me more.
Right.
And he gets to talking and we on his side all the way up until you say she's 35. And we're like, nigga, you were raped. But that same conversation, because we're digging deep, right? You can go to your homeboys with that same shit. They're like, oh, my nigga, let me see the nigga, boy. I want to. Right?
Yeah.
Or if you're like, man, I was supposed to yada, 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 but I just couldn't because morally speaking, if I would have, they like, morally, oh, this nigga gay. Like, that's literally what a lot of men would say. You would equate him deciding at 11 or 10 to not have sex with a married woman or his teacher or principal or whatever.
That's stupid.
As stupid or gay. Like, this ain't what I say. This is what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
Been hearing this for a long time.
Long time.
Why is it that you're associating the loss of your virginity as a W, a win? Which is cool. Like, look, we don't sex shame here. I don't care what you do as long as you're safe and protected.
Yeah.
But if you're 11 or 10, from what we're talking about, and you didn't know what you were doing because your brain is not fully formed and functioning like an adult,
right.
And it was an adult that manipulated you into thinking that this is the right thing to do at this time, and you're just sitting back because you don't know what the fuck to do because you're 10 or 11.
Yeah.
That's not a W.
That's not.
It's traumatizing.
Yeah.
And then you have to pack that shit up.
Yes.
Because you can't tell nobody else.
Nope.
Can't do nothing.
Nope.
Imagine the effects that does from 10 or 11 into your actual relationships.
Yes.
At 16, 17, 25, 45, 35, and you never told nobody.
Yes.
Because, first of all, who the fuck gonna believe me?
Yep.
Or judge me?
Yep.
Those are the biggest two.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
This shit made me. Do y'all understand? I wanted to cry. Dog, I cried.
Yeah, it's sad.
I didn't cry on DeRay's, but the second one, I cried. I was like, and we're gonna post both. And I think the reason why I cried on the second one is just because the interview was different.
Yeah.
It wasn't two people kind of kiki and high. It was just him talking
he was
about
being serious. He was allowed. So the difference is, and we can use that as,
safe space.
Exactly. That right there would be
It was like created their own safe space.
That would be the epitome of what a safe space is and what a safe space isn't. That was exactly what that was. That other interviewer literally allowed him to speak on his trauma without laughing because that person was in a receptive space and was just really trying to understand and listen to him without using his uncomfortability to laugh because it was uncomfortable to him. And I get it. The other person probably was just uncomfortable with that. Maybe he probably shared the same experience. Who knows? But that is the epitome of a safe space and the other one where it's not so safe. Those are really good examples. I know, friend.
This was for people that be asking, why is y'all named the Heaux Bag? Because once again, we were on cruise season, and one person had left a comment that actually touched me because in the beginning he said, I actually wasn't going to listen to y'all based off the name.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, it's a man, it's two women talking. And he was like, it was until y'all started saying why it's the Heaux Bag, why y'all drop on Tuesdays, why y'all call it Toxic Tuesday. This is a toxic ass topic, but we're not being toxic.
Mm.
The Heaux Bag is about unpacking things. This was a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
Our main purpose is to unpack whole shit. This was some hoe ass shit.
It was. Dead ass. It really
and then there was another person that said something about foul mouth women. And I get it. If you don't like women that cuss, I am not your cup of tea. However, I am an expressive person. Yeah. And I actually love whomever created curse words. Because them motherfuckers are expressive. I really feel like I can't deliver the same message if I said, you know what? Bye. Versus go to hell. They're going to hit different. So if I said, you know what? Versus boy, fuck you. They're going to hit different. I love expression. I'm a creative person. And my words hold weight because I allow them to hold weight.
That's right.
And if you let what anybody says to you dictate how you feel, that ain't got shit to do with the person that said it. They got a lot to do with you. But
actuals.
I just had to try to take light off of the conversation because that was like, girl, I hurt.
Yeah.
I heard from men. I heard from women. I heard for anybody that does not have a safe space to talk about shit that is traumatizing. Yeah. Because I can even say, and we only got like 2 minutes left. In my younger ages, I can remember being in that space where I couldn't go to my grandma who raised me because she an old school bound, saved by the river and all that shit. I can't come to you and talk about nothing because you're going to pray it away. I can't come to my mom because you schizophrenic. We still trying to pray your shit away. Let my grandma tell it. Can't come to my sister because she can't come to y'all and I already know what she going through. There is not a lot of safe spaces within our household. That's number one.
Yeah.
And then number two is the fucking community.
Yeah.
And then number three, we're just supposed to carry all this shit to work, to the club.
Yeah.
That's why we have such a great time. We all swag surfing in trauma. Dead ass. We all get along.
I wanna cry.
Man, I wanna cry. I'm trying not to bat my eyes because these tears finna fall. Like dead ass. It's funny, but we laughing to keep from crying right now.
Bro, you are funny.
I love you. We laughing to keep from crying right now, y'all.
Oh, God.
Anywho, we're going to end this with, like we usually do, with hoe tips. My hoe tip gonna be, man, go to therapy.
Yes.
Because I feel like therapy is the only place that you can add by therapy. I don't mean your pastor. I don't mean your auntie unless she's licensed. I don't mean your sister or somebody that's your best friend. I mean a licensed therapist.
Yeah.
And when I say go to therapy, I don't mean try it and it was uncomfortable. If that person didn't resonate with your spirit, try a different one. And a different one and a different one until you find the right one.
Yeah, it's like dating.
It's like dating. You have to find the person that is, here with you. But I say that because everybody needs a safe space. And that person don't know you from a rock or a penny. They're not going to judge you. And even if they do judge you, fuck them. Bitch, I'm paying you to judge me. I am paying you to vent. Because venting is going to stop you from shooting some shit up. Because you've been holding shit in for so long that now I done shot your shit in the head when in all reality, I was just mad because of some shit that happened at work.
Yeah.
That's my whole tip. Go to therapy.
Yep. My whole tip would be, let's see.
This whole time I done talked, you ain't got no damn whole tip.
I don't, because that was a good one. I think you kind of took mine.
Piggyback.
Piggyback on that. Yes, go to your therapy. But I will also say, healing is a journey. So don't think that, having one or two conversations with somebody is going to, fix it all. Take time. It may take a couple years. It may take 2-3 years. I'm still unraveling with one things my therapist told me, and she told me something that was be still. When she first told me that, I did not understand it. 7 months later, I was like, be still. Okay, sis.
So I'll show you better than I can tell you person. You had to be in that moment to understand, and then boom, it hit you like a light bulb. I'm one of those people too.
It definitely was like, it was more like the moment came. So therapy takes time. It's a journey. It's not a race. Sit with it and just know that at the end of the day, you're gonna unlearn so much stuff about yourself. But the becoming is so much better. So that's it.
Y'all, this has been an awesome episode. Once again, it's Toya and Delicia. And on that note, bye.